Hey, good morning, folks. How you doing? Hope you're doing well and ready for another exciting week. We've got lots of delicious things to do this week. Today, we're going to be doing the streamer's choice from last week, so thank you so much for all the support. We're going to be making some very delicious dim sum. I'm going to do a pork fill-in, also a shrimp fill-in, one steamed, one fried, and we're also going to do a hot and sour soup or broth to go with it as well. So it should be very delicious. So we're going to make the broth from scratch using some chicken bones I've got. We're going to roast them off. For the base, I'm going to add lots of lovely flavors, fennel seeds, star anise, all those beautiful flavors like that. Soy sauce in there, some lime, not lime, sorry, ginger and garlic as well. So very, very tasty indeed. So I hope you guys and gals are looking forward to it. We're going to make a start on that broth. So I need to turn the oven on to 180 Celsius or 350 Fahrenheit. Chicken bones. I don't want this stock to be really like kind of fatty and greasy. I want it to be nice and clean. So we're just going to take some of this off. I'm going to go too bonkers and take every single little bit off, but you know, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to roast these off. So this is going to be the base of my stock. So I'm just going to roast these off until they're nice and golden. So I've got two little winglets in here, the carcass as well. I'm just trimming some of that fat off. So that's going to go in now very shortly. In the oven, start roasting this off. This sounds very quiet. Oh no, it's working. It's just very quiet today. Oh. And we can start dicing up some onions. We only want to do a rough chop for the stock, so don't need to go too balmy with this. So on the top and tail, and just roughly chop this up as well. Can't even remember. Right, so let's cut this up. Beautiful. Only rough chop. I'm going to give these a little peel down. Just take the skins off. So it's just top and tail. It's garlic. Actually, I could just crush it down, right? Because I'll just get the skin off quicker. And plus, we're going to get more flavor out of it. So there we go. Because we're not going to grate it down. So we want about a tablespoon of canola oil. Don't want to go too crazy with this. So we're going to heat this up. Right, so we're going to add the onions. So it's going to start sizzling these off very nicely. We're going to chuck in our ginger and our garlic as well. So just turn that up a little bit. Careful, you don't want to burn it. We want to caramelize it a little touch, but we don't want to go to anything too bonkers for today. I want a little bit of cheeky fennel seeds. Just about a pinch. You don't want to go too crazy on them. Right, so I'm not going to go crazy on this because this is not my favorite flavor, aniseed, but it goes very well in a lot of dishes. So as long as it's not predominantly the taste of aniseed, I'm okay. So I'm just going to add one little clove of that in there. Anyway, I've just taken it off the heat, so I'm just leaving that in there, waiting for the chicken bones next. So actually, I'm just going to turn it down and put it back on the heat because we need to cut the carrot up, right? So don't need to go too crazy with this. Right, so this beautiful shrimp we got here. So this is Argentinian shrimp. It looks like it's cooked, but it's not. It's actually raw. So I'm going to blend half of this down. I'm only going to keep maybe 2 or 3 to dice up, so let's just get all of this out. I'm going to wash this bowl as well. I'm going to dice one of these up, so don't want to go too crazy with this. So just dice it up into a nice little kind of dice pretty much. Now I'm going to blend the rest up. The rest of it I'm going to blend. That's plenty. So just a little bit of textures going on in there. Oh. Even if it's a little bit chunky in there, that's fine. I don't want it super, super fine. So there you go. See? Beautiful. So that's what we're after. So I'm going to put this in the wash. A few little cheeky spring onions. So I've got 2 of these small ones here. I'll use those. Right. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-boo. Spring onions in there. And add a little bit of ginger, a little bit of garlic. We've got chilies to go in there, some sesame seed oil, some rice vinegar, a bit of seasoning, and some sesame seeds itself. So that's what we're using for today for that fill-in. And then we're going to do the pork after that. Oh, we'll use the stalks as well because they're actually good texture and great flavor. I'm going to get too much in there, so that's plenty. So just a little touch. I'm not going too bonkers with this. Salt and pepper we need as well. That's ready to go. I'm going to cling film that, and that's going to go back in the fridge. So there we go. Magic. Because there's already pork mince, I don't really feel like I need to blend it down, so I'm not going to. So we're going to add the same again. Salt, pepper, sesame seeds, chili flakes, ginger, garlic. Got my garlic here, ginger there. A little bit of sesame seed oil and rice vinegar. And I've got a little touch of coriander there as well. Go easy on that sesame seed. It can be very strong in flavor, especially the roasted sesame seed. Right, so 2 teaspoons of this. I don't go too crazy with that. I'm actually going to add a little touch of soy to this one, actually. I know I didn't with the other one, that's fine. But I do want some soy in the pork. So go easy on the salt as well. This is a light soy, so it's not going to be that too heavy. So about a tablespoon in there. Look at that. Delicious. I can turn this off now. It's actually going to sit on Gordon Bennett. Beautiful flavors. So I'm going to chuck them into the pan. And we've got some chicken wings here as well. Just to take off that excess grease and fat. We're not going to wipe it. We're just going to dab it. So it takes off that that fat and that grease, which I don't want going in the stock. So let's put the tray on here. I'm going to grab some water. So you could deglaze it with maybe white wine or, you know, whatever you want. I'm going with water. So it's going to give this a nice little kind of deglaze. Getting all that beautiful flavor. A lot of people probably just chuck it in the wash and wash it. No, don't be silly. So much beautiful flavor in here. There, you just want to pull up off the pan. Okay, so that's pretty much deglazed. What we're going to do with this, look at all that beautiful flavor. Goodness me. So that's going to go straight into here. So that's going to be a nice little start in the base. And what we're going to do is top this up with water. If you're going to say like how much, pretty much until the chicken bones are pretty much submerged. Just going to leave that to come up to a simmer. And then we're going to gently cook it. Now I know I usually tell you this every time, but maybe we've got new people here and you know whatnot. So, but I never like to boil my stocks. Reason for it: if you boil them, more of a restaurant use, it becomes cloudy. But the main important one is actually you'll get flatter flavor. So you get more fuller, richer flavor if you don't boil the living daylights out of it. I mean, you can boil it gently or simmer it gently, just don't go too crazy with it. Let's get back to our pork. So we have the sesame seed in there, we've got rice vinegar in there, got sesame seed oil, sesame seeds. I want a little touch of chili in there. I don't want to be too spicy though. There we go, that'll do. Half a teaspoon. Some ginger and some garlic we're going to grate into here now. So yeah, just a little bit of cilantro and also a little bit of salt and pepper. Don't go too crazy on the salt. I've added a little bit of soy. It's a light soy. So just one. You don't need to go bonkers with it. And then what we're going to do is just going to give that a nice little mix up. Just get our hands in there and give that a nice little bind together. Okie dokes. So let's get those pot stickers on the go. Let's put this in the bin. So I want about 300 grams, right? Bread flour. Thought it was going to fall over. Right, so I'm going to need a little bit more than this. So it's 100 grams there. So double that. I want about 20 ml of oil. Canola, extra virgin, whatever you fancy. I'll go for 2 pinches because I'm doing 300 grams. Maybe 1 pinch for 150. So about roughly 2 pinches for 300. Will be fine. Okay. So I also want just water now. Don't go too much to begin with, otherwise you're going to end up having to add more flour. You just want enough just to bind it together, so little by little. I'm going to give that a nice little knead. Just put that in the wash, because we're not going to need it. No puns there, I promise. Right. It's going to take about 5 minutes or so, just until it comes nice and smooth, and you pretty much stretch that gluten content and build that structure for it. Anyway, that's good to go. I'm going to set that aside, let it rest, and I'm going to decide what we're going to make, to be honest with you. So, let's have a look. We need the flour, which I've got here. Also need a little touch of water as well to seal the deal on these. So I'm going to do some shrimp. Almost like pierogies, but then you can go check out the new YouTube, which is doing pretty well. Well, I think it's doing pretty well. I don't know about you guys. A-do-ba-do-do. Oh, look at that! Look at that little dumpling! Well, chef, I'd say you have got a little better at making them now. I feel like I have. I'm hoping it's going to work the way I'm thinking it's going to work. So I would like to make a little parcel, right? That should be plenty. No more than that. So kind of like a little dim sum parcel. So those are looking lovely. Let's get a little Instagram. Strain this off. This is looking beautiful, this stock. Goodness me. I just want to be careful it doesn't fly everywhere. Look at it, chat. Look at it! Oh, it smells so good. I want to taste it. I can't wait. Because there's a little layer of fat of oil on the top. Or fat from the chicken. So I'm just going to get rid of that. Or take off most of it at least. I'm going to go for a little touch of honey. The rice vinegar as well. So I'm going to put about a tablespoon in here just to give it a bit more of a tang. I'm going to go crazy. And then about a little bit of sweetness as well. I don't want to go too crazy on the honey. Maybe a tablespoon for a bit of sweetness in there. Let's pass this cheeky oil. Yeah, we're still going to get little bits in there, that's fine. As long as it's not that bad. I have got more peanut oil. Okay, so, let's turn this on. It's going to take a couple of minutes to heat up. That one, I don't want to boil the living daylights out of that. I just want that kind of simmering, reducing down a little bit more. But we're not too far. Let's get our steamer out while that's heating up. So shrimp is on the bottom, pork is on the top. Once these start frying, they're going to take about, I'd say 15-20 minutes. These are maybe about 20 minutes for steaming. These are going on. These are going to take about 20 minutes. So let's put my timer on. Look at those little devils right there. Goodness me. Right, I'm just going to pull this oil off and put it on the back. You ready, chat? You ready? Oh my goodness me. Look at that shrimp just pouring out of it. Goodness me. Let me cut that in half properly. Oh my goodness me. It's just calling your name, chat. Come on, camera, focus. How juicy and moist that is. Ah, oh, smells so good. Look at those little cheeky dumplings right there. Goodness me, look at those. Fabulous. Well, that one split open a little bit. The rest of them are looking fabulous though. Look at these. Maybe a little bit too deep, but it's okay. And then we'll put one of these in here as well. A little bit of soy for dipping. If you want something else. Maybe you want to make a ponzu sauce, I don't know. Don't want to fill it up too much because I want to still see the steam buns, but I feel like that's appropriate. Oh my goodness me. Look at those delights, guys. The broth we made from scratch, so we roasted off some chicken bones. We also got onions, garlic, ginger, pinch of fennel seeds, 1 star anise. What else did we have in there? Chef's brain is gone blank. It's all good. Then we sauteed that off until a nice golden color. Once the bones came out, we deglazed the pan, put the bones into the pan, topped it off with water, as I said, deglazed the pan for the base, so really nice strong broth. And we just let that simmer. Don't boil it, let it simmer for about a couple of hours. Also, after that, we added rice vinegar to it, some soy, honey for a bit of sweetness, and obviously, oh yes, and a teaspoon of the chili flakes, hence why the kick in there. So, the carrots, quite simple on the Japanese mandolin. We also made the pot sticker pastry. So, one we did fried, the others we steamed. We filled it with two farces, pork farce and a shrimp farce. Pretty much had the same thing, and apart from the pork had a little touch of soy. So we had rice vinegar in there. Where's my list? Because honestly, there's quite a lot of stuff went in there. So spring onions, rice vinegar, a little touch of coriander, some sesame seeds, sesame seed oil. What else did we have in there? Was that it? I think that was it. And obviously we had egg in the pork to help bind it better. The shrimp was fine. So we blended up the shrimp and we chopped that up and mixed that up in the farce as well. Obviously salt and pepper in both of them for a seasoning. And that was pretty much it. And then obviously we fried filled them up. We shaped them into 3 different shapes. One for like a money bag. Bao. Well, it's supposed to be a bao, but I think that's the money bag as well. I think I've eaten the bao. And then obviously like a pierogi kind of style. So we fried one, and then obviously we steamed the other. Steaming for about 15 to 20 minutes, frying 5-10 minutes. Doesn't take long, so absolutely fantastic. Anyway, thank you so much again. Much loves. Hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday. If I don't catch you, well, tomorrow, I hope to see you again in the rest of the week. If not, have a great week or weekend. Anyway, much loves. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Mountain Time. Much loves, guys. Bye for now, amigos.